Alrighty, my lovely Trails fans, welcome to our next episode of Trails in the Sky. Right, so it looks like we've probably got a really interesting episode today. So let's go ahead and find out what everyone here has to say to us. Lots of my editors and writers always get sick near deadline. It's an unfortunate cocktail of stress, insomnia, and poor diet if you ask me. Or they're just playing hooky. The results are still the same either way. Seems like the Royal Army has been around constantly. My company's not to blame for the heightened alert, I hope. Hey, Niall. Pardon us. Hey, you're here. Amazing. Dorothy actually got the message to you guys and didn't screw it up. Will miracles never cease? So, I hear you won your match today. Dorothy was in an absurdly cheerful mood when she got back from it. Cool. Niall, about what we discussed earlier. Straight to business, I see. Take a look. Got some background on those big shots. Niall held out a black file folder. Is this from the Royal Army? Yeah, nothing super secret, but I was able to get out some documents. Let's just say they're on loan from some of my army contacts, but keep that under your hat, okay? Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and read it here. Estelle and Joshua opened the black folder. Colonel Alan Richard, born 1168 in the Rouen region of La Belle, graduated head of his class from the military academy, later assigned to the mobile task force led by Cassius Bright. 1192, recognized for distinguished service under Cassius Bright in the 100 Days War. Appointed to staff of the Military Operations Office after Colonel Bright's retirement. 1201, suggested formation of Intelligence Division. Queen Alicia approves the request and appoints him as the first commander of the new branch. Wow, pretty impressive. Well, he is the man in charge. He always seemed to be pretty sharp. Looks like Major Sid was right about him serving under Dad 10 years ago. So Dad really was a colonel. I wonder why he retired. I mean, he had respect and fame and all that. Captain Canoni Amalthea, born 1175 in La Belle's capital city of Gransel. Her excellent grades at the military academy earned her a place on the staff of the Military Operations Office shortly after graduation. 1201, reassigned to the newly formed Intelligence Division on Colonel Richard's recommendation. Later appointed as Colonel Richard's aide-de-camp, assisting directly with military operational command. Excellent grades again, another intellectual big shot looks like. That appointment means that she's been working for Colonel Richard for a long time. No wonder she's so loyal to him. Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar, age and nationality unknown. A member of Jester who was invited by Colonel Richards to join the Intelligence Division. Previous activities unknown. He's been in disguise all along? He's not even from La Belle. And what's up with his old job as a mercenary being one big blank spot? I don't know. Jaeger Corps are known as the best mercenaries in the business for good reason. No kidding. So maybe the Colonel was just looking for a really skilled fighter. It's a possibility. And I think I've heard of this Jester somewhere before. Thanks for this, Niall. At least we know a little more about who we're dealing with. As long as it's useful. I've learned a few juicy tidbits while I was digging around too. Juicy tidbits? For example, First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz of the Royal Guardsmen, currently wanted for questioning, was in the academy the same year as Captain Amalthea. Really now? They never gave off the impression that they got along all that well. Maybe because they were academy rivals. Canonones got the brains and Julia's got the combat skills. Pretty big difference there. Ah, I see. I'd imagine so. Looks like Julia's always been the super serious, knightly type, huh? Next up, and this has nothing to do with the military, mind you. You kids know about Princess Claudia, right? Princess Claudia. Sounds familiar. If memory serves, she was orphaned when the Crown Prince and his wife died. She's the granddaughter of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. Right, she's not well known, but she is the direct descendant of the Queen. From what I could dig up, she lives in the royal keep and pretty much stays there most of the time. And it seems someone's been looking for prospective marriage candidates for her. Huh. That's not super unusual for rich families, but still. Just gross. That's not the point. The issue here is, who is this someone? Haha, spot on, kid. It could be... Colonel Richard. Hey, not bad, kid. It is Colonel Richard who's been scouring foreign countries for a suitable candidate, looks like. I knew it. But isn't that kind of weird? Why would he even be involved in setting up an arranged marriage? Pretty interesting, ain't it? And now, there's something I want from you two. Huh? You want us to win the tournament and get you some information at the dinner party, right? Is that about the long and short of it? Oh, okay. You're not shy about asking for stuff, are you? Hey, I got you information. This is called give and take, sweetheart. True, and it's been helpful. Oh, alright, we'll let you know if we find out anything. That's what I like to hear. Though if all goes well today, I might not even need to rely on you two. Excuse me for a sec. Hello, Lavelle News? Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you to call in. What? Starting now? Okay, got it. I'll meet you there. What's going on? Sorry to cut and run on you, but I've got to go meet someone. Sounds like you're in for a late night. The sun's going down as it is. Hey, I'm a night owl anyways. I'm only up during the daytime while the crazy chick is being trained. But hey, no biggie. You kids can kick back and relax while I'm out. Gotcha. Good luck with your work. You two, don't screw up tomorrow's match. Well then, what should we do now? I guess we should stop by the guild then go back to the hotel. We ought to report in the info that Niall got for us. Fine by me. Alrighty, I don't think there's anything additional here for us to interact with, but I'll just double check. Our editor is a real oddball. Both Niall and I get into it sometimes with him over matters of journalistic integrity, I guess. But it's really hard to stay mad when he's always got that huge grin on his face. Yeah, nothing else here to interact with. So, off back to the Bracer Guild we go. Estelle, Joshua, how did your meeting go with the reporter from the Lavelle News? Did you get any valuable leads or information? Well, Joshua explained the details of Niall's findings to Elnan. So, 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence is part of a Jaeger Corps, or more specifically the Jaeger Corps known as Jester. First I've heard of that name, definitely. I'd best look it up. Do the Guild and Jaeger Corps ever work together? Not at all. If anything, we consider one another to be business rivals. We make it our business not to interfere in matters of state, you see, whereas the Jaegers largely revel in such matters. They'd often employed in border disputes and have some quite opposing viewpoints with us regarding the safety of the common man. They don't sound very nice. So I take it there's no chance of getting any information on this? I wouldn't say no chance. With a bit of cloak and dagger, I might be able to find the information you seek. It would take several days to gather the necessary intel, however, so you wouldn't have it before the championship. Is that alright? Championship. This has nothing to do with the competition, so yeah, if you'd please. Thank you, Elnan. Also, regarding the Colonel's hunt for Princess Claudia's future husband, We've uncovered a few morsels of information which may have some connection. Okay. A member of the Imperial Royal Army will be arriving in Grancel during the Queen's birthday celebration. We don't know their name, but we do know that this is the first time someone from the family has come to Laberle since the war 10 years ago, so this is fairly significant news. I see. You're right that it does seem connected with talk of Princess Claudia's marriage. I don't actually know a thing about the Imperial Royal Army. I mean, the only Imperial I've ever even met is Olivia. Princess has just celebrated her 16th birthday. It seems much too early for her to be married. I suspect there may be politics at work here. Whoa, 16? Jeez, we're only 16 ourselves. It is the appropriate age for a young lady to make her debut in high society. But unless we've reverted to a more repressed time, it is much, much too soon for marriage. Indeed, as I said, I suspect there is a political motive to this push for wedlock, and finding that motive will no doubt prove to be a most valuable endeavour. Gotcha. If we can earn that invite to the castle, we'll be able to investigate much more easily. Then we need to secure a win in tomorrow's championship. As dangerous as this may be, I've got something for you. Here. Oh, got the other sewer key. What the heck is this to? The sewers. We always keep a few on hand at the capital branch. Never know when they might come in handy. This one should open one of the access grates near the Grand Arena. There are some pretty strong monsters living down there, so I figured it might make for a suitable training ground. Bring it. We could totally use the warm-up. Thank you, Elnan. I'm just doing my job. Make sure you don't head down there without some backup though. If it's just the two of you, you're toast. No problem there. We'll head on down with Zin and Olivia after we meet up with them tomorrow. Wow, it's late. We should probably get back to the hotel. Hey, you two. Oh, what's going on? We're on patrol. Nighttime patrols have been increased as part of the counter-terrorism measures, so it's best to avoid going out after 9 o'clock, if at all possible. You two should go on home. Don't you think that's a little obnoxious? What if you need to go out after 9 o'clock? It's the higher-ups who make the decisions, miss. Sorry to cause any trouble, but everyone has to abide by the rules. By the way, where is it that you two live? We're staying at the hotel on the North Block. We'll be there for the duration of the martial arts competition. Hold on a second. I could swear I've seen you two somewhere before. Hey! These kids are in the tournament. You know, now that you mention it. Oh, were you guys in the audience? Well, we were on security detail. That match today was pretty incredible. Tomorrow's the championship, no? We'll escort you to the hotel so you can rest up for your big fight. Very well, we accept. Thanks for escorting us. We appreciate it. You've got to be kidding, we're big fans of yours. We're all in the same army, but I don't know. Those special ops types just rub me the wrong way for some reason. No kidding, I just don't get what goes through their heads. Don't you think talking like this is a little disrespectful of Colonel Richard, though? Well, that's why we're putting so much faith in your participation. Good luck with tomorrow's match. Thank you. We'll do everything we can. Phew, this is all kind of complicated, huh? I don't think those guys know a thing about the Colonel's plot. They seem to think the Intelligence Division are just regular soldiers. Whatever info comes down the chain of command, they accept as the truth. Well, I'd hate to make enemies of them since they're rooting for us and all. Regardless of anything else, it'd be wisest not to stir up trouble with the rank-and-file soldiers. What do you say we stay in our room tonight and just rest up? Okay. Quite a number of soldiers seem to be patrolling out there, and all of our other guests who have gone out have invariably been led right back in. Maybe I'll go to bed early so I can feel well rested for tomorrow's match. I need a nice warm soak to lift the worry from my bones. It does suck so bad. I would be so embarrassed. Going out with a guy from the same block, huh? Doesn't breaking up suck? Hey, newbies! I'm just about to go take a shower. I'm drenched in sweat and I don't like it one bit. The streets were really quiet today. With the championship tomorrow, I thought things would be more, you know, lively. You should get some rest for tomorrow's match. Keeping yourselves fit and ready for anything is an important part of being a bracer. Sometimes, taking it easy is not so bad, you know? As long as my sweetie pie is here next to me. I really wanted to spend the night on the town with my girlfriend. But wouldn't you know it, there's a new curfew that starts tonight. This sofa's so soft and comfy. What a hotel. I wish I'd come with my husband. Did you just hear something? Be on alert when we go inside and be ready for a fight if things don't look right. Huh? I think we've got a trespasser. There might be explosives set, so be careful. Wait, you're kidding, right? I need you to do exactly as I tell you, no questions. If you'd rather stay out here, that's fine with me. No way. I'm fine, let's go inside. Alright. Oh. Looks like he got away. But that's strange, I don't get the sense that anyone's been in here. Nor does it feel like there are any traps set. You can seriously tell that kind of thing? I guess this is all that was left behind. What, a letter? Joshua broke the seal on the letter. Tonight, at the stroke of 10, come to the cathedral. Please tell no one of this. And that's it? And what cathedral? That huge church over in the West Block? It's already almost 10 o'clock now. Well it sure sounds suspicious, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you think? Should we go for it? Absolutely not. What was that for? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Look, didn't those soldiers just say that they were going to reinforce tonight's patrols? You can bet they'll be keeping a close watch on the West Block too. Oh right. Still, I hate to just pretend we never got it. I'll go by myself then. Huh? It's easier for one person to stay hidden than two. I shouldn't have any real trouble getting to the cathedral unnoticed. Listen, if all I'm doing is scoping out the situation, I can handle it on my own. I just need you to stay here. Hey! Huh? I'm no less a bracer than you are. I can handle myself, and I won't slow you down. Your silver tongue's not going to work on me this time. Estelle, that's not what I meant. I know it's not that you don't trust me. I can tell you're worried about me, or more that you're worried for me. What are you not telling me? How can you tell that I'm keeping something from you? I'm closer to you than just about anyone, Joshua. There's nothing you can keep from me, not for very long anyway. I'm impressed. Huh? Alright, if you want to come with me, I won't try to stop you. It's almost 10 now though, so we have to hurry. Oh, okay. But I want you to promise me something. If anything goes wrong, you do exactly as I tell you. One wrong move could be fatal. Okay, I promise. Let's get a move on then. Alrighty then. So we're going to be doing some sneaking about. So we're saving here so we don't get caught and lose out on BP. Let's see. So I do have notes of the patterns. I'm just checking those now. It looks like they're patrolling. If any of the soldiers spot us, we'll probably get led back to the hotel. We need to study their movements and take whatever chances we can get to get past them undetected. Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for that soldier to go past there. So taking a bit of a detour here, so we can go ahead and get another issue of the Carnelia. Crud, I've been found. I've got to get good seats for the finals tomorrow. I promised my wife I would. I was going to camp out at the arena, but the guards sent me home. So I was planning on sneaking my way back and hiding. Please, you guys. I'll give you this book if you just keep quiet about me. We have a deal, man. I hope I can get seats front and center for tomorrow. Ah, poor guy. He's just trying to help his wife out. Let's see, Carnelia, good. Haven't missed any so far. For the love of Adios, will you please not tell the guards about me? Please. Alrighty. So now we're gonna make our way over to the cathedral. So I will go ahead and cut out any of these parts between the pauses, just so you don't have to wait for me to read through my notes. And that, ladies and gents, is how it is done. I hope I managed to cut out all of the little pauses in between, but if you can kind of follow that path, just trying your best to stay away from the guards, you should be able to get here with no issues. Just go ahead and just save it now that we're here. Alright, we made it. Stay focused, Estelle. I'll go in first. Stay close. Okay. I'm sorry, Estelle. I guess I misunderstood. Huh? You came after all. You. Hey, aren't you the nun from before? The one who was attacked on the scenic route? Thank you for what you did back there. I assume you got my message? That letter was yours? But why would you do something so secretive like, just to say thanks? Ah, now I get it. It was her all along. Huh? You're very observant, Joshua. Pardon me then, allow me to get more comfortable. What? Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, Commander of the Royal Guardsmen, at your service. It's been a long time, you two. I knew you'd come. It's nice to see you again, Lieutenant. Last time was back in Rouen, right? Yes, it was. It hasn't been that long, but it feels like ages. Hey, hold on a second. Why are you in that get-up? And why'd you call us here? I'll answer your questions one at a time. First, the clothes. The Septine Church has long and deep ties with the royal family. Colonel Richard's little conspiracy has us on the run, and they've helped us stay hidden within the city. Oh, okay. The answer to your other question, why I called you here? If you win the final match tomorrow, you'll get invited to that dinner party at the castle, right? What I need you to do is to get in touch with Her Majesty once you get inside. I realise that it's a selfish request, but since we're basically fugitives, there's no way for us to make contact. You're the only hope we have. Well then, this is kind of unexpected. Actually, we're participating in the competition specifically in hopes of seeing the Queen anyway. What? Joshua explained the request from Professor Russell that Professor Russell gave them during the Leiston Fortress incident. Really now? Almighty Adios, thank you for your gift most sacred. In that case, I have only one favour to ask of you. When you speak to Her Majesty, heed her counsel. Of course, that was the plan from the get-go. That non-involvement rule still applies even in a situation like this, but we'll do everything we can. I'm grateful. Please take this with you. Receive Julia's letter. What's this? Give this to the head maid Hilda, and she'll know that you've spoken to me. Her Majesty is probably under very heavy guard by the Special Ops men. But you can trust Hilda. With her help, you may be able to speak with Her Majesty. Huh, she sounds like a heck of a lady. Got it, we'll talk to her. Thank you very much. Pathetic, isn't it? Huh? I was deceived and thereby failed the one I was supposed to protect at all costs. And this happened not long after I swore that I would give my life to safeguard Her Majesty from harm. You can't imagine how helpless I feel having to depend entirely on another's help. You really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. I hate to say this, but there is the chance that we'll lose tomorrow's match. I'm certain that you'll do just fine. That Calvardian martial artist is extremely skilled, and you are both the children of Colonel Cassius Bright. You mean you knew our dad too? It's not without reason that he was known as the finest swordsman in all the Royal Army, the Divine Blade at that. Before he retired from service, I had a chance to be trained by him when he was a martial arts instructor at the military academy. If not for him, I would not be nearly as skilled as I am now. I can't believe that. Dad's never used anything except a bow staff. I guess he must have given up the sword when he decided to become a bracer. His goal wasn't to kill his enemies. He wanted to improve himself and help those weaker than he. That's why he chose the bow staff as his weapon, or so I imagine. Really? I didn't know that my use of a staff had that kind of significance. I'm sure he hoped that you'd inherit that same kind of mindset. I think he'd be proud of you. Joshua. Colonel Cassius trained both of you. I have all the faith in the world that you'll win tomorrow's match. Hearing you say that almost makes me think you're right. We'll put everything we have into it. Pardon us, this is the Gransel City Guard. Due to the terrorist threat, we will now be patrolling the main facilities. I apologise for the lateness of the hour, but do you mind if we have a look inside? Crud. Quite alright, thank you. Just a moment please, and I'll open the door. There's another door at the back of the altar room. You can get outside from there. Okay. Please be careful. Well, we managed to avoid the patrols so far. It doesn't look like there are any soldiers this way. Yeah, I'm not sensing anyone. I guess the night patrols are finally done. Let's rest for a moment here, then head back to the hotel. Okay. So much is going on, it's starting to give me a headache. Haha, I'll bet. I never would have imagined it'd be Lieutenant Schwartz waiting for us at the cathedral. Wait, so she wasn't who you were expecting to find there? Could it be you were thinking it'd be someone you'd known before? Well. Oh. Sorry, forget I said anything. Gotta remember the rules. Estelle. I won't ask you anything about before we met until you're ready to tell me. I try to be careful, but sometimes it just slips my mind. Estelle, I think you've gotten a little stronger during our travels. Huh? It's overwhelming to think about all the people around us, each and every one of them living his or her own life, all under the same sky. And every person you meet has a personality and a history and a story to tell. Every one of them is just like us, living day by day. Sometimes I just have to remind myself that no one acts without cause. Nothing happens without a reason, or a motive, or an excuse. And it's only when I remember that I start to feel like I might be able to reclaim the parts of me I've lost. Joshua. I'm probably just fooling myself, tricking myself into accepting things I can't change. But even so, I'm grateful for having someone with me. The sky, Dad, but most of all, you. Joshua. So, I promise, once this whole matter is settled, and if Dad comes back safely, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my past. Really? Really. With the stars as my witness. Okay then, we have ourselves a deal. Estelle. All my gloom's gone fluttering away. Because once you've told me what you've got to tell me, then I'll tell you what I've got to tell you. What? Oh wait, is this about that thing you've had on your mind? Yep. Gonna have to psych myself up for it. Psych yourself up? Is it really something so dramatic? I mean, if it's that important, I really don't mind hearing about it now. Absolutely not. It's a delicate matter, and timing is crucial. Though, I guess the situation does feel kinda right, but still, no dice, not yet. I don't get you sometimes, Estelle. I swear, you seem like you're ready to take on anything now, all because we've got a big talk planned. It makes no sense. Of course I'm ready, ain't no way I'm letting those guys keep me from this talk. I'm gonna show those special ops types how a touch of girl power can ruin their whole day. Ruin the... You really are your father's daughter. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You better not be comparing me to a middle-aged man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Somehow, I think we're going to do just fine tomorrow. Yesterday was genuinely awful. I returned to the embassy overfull of spirit when those tiresome guards saw fit to stop and cast flaming, stinking disparagements at me. They've tightened security at night, supposedly for anti-terrorist purposes. Were you two okay? Yes, we went to bed rather early, so we didn't have any problems. And Elnan lent us something that might really give us an edge. Estelle explained that Elnan had loaned them the spare key to the Gransel sewers. Now that should come in handy. He's a young one, but he's got a real spark to him. He always seems to know what you need and when you need it. So, what do you say we check out the sewers this morning? The gate is just north of the arena. Well, if it's for the banquet, we could muster up one more huzzah. Alrighty, and that is the end of today's episode. So yeah, that was some great new developments in the story. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode comes out. And also feel free to head over to my Twitter, follow the page so you know when the next episodes are coming out. And I will see you then. Bye bye for now.